And here's why. We are so honored to be working hand in hand. We are so honored to be working hand in hand with the #1 Senior Vice President, Circle of Champions. For the last 17 years, he has not only helped thousands of people become successful, he has also, for the last 11 years, has created a system with this opportunity that has allowed thousands of people and his team to be the #1 team in all of North America. So it's an honor and a privilege. And even this evening on April 21st, Easter Sunday, to share this opportunity with you, it's my honor to introduce to you Senior Vice President, Circle of Champions, Mr. Michael Mazer. Michael, are you there?
I am. Can you hear me?
Loud and clear, Michael.
Well, appreciate that great introduction, and happy Easter to everybody. And, Monica's built one of the fastest growing businesses within our business. She's a regional director, no background on this industry, and just came in, and right now her and her team are number 14 in the whole ACN Corporation out of 500,000 reps globally. So congratulations, Monica. Appreciate that introduction. And guys, just fired up, excited to be on the Zoom tonight with everybody. And, obviously, someone thought enough about you to put you on this Zoom and to share the opportunity that I'm about to talk about this evening. But before I do that, I want to play a quick video. Bring everybody up to speed. Take a minute to give you a background on this company, and then I'm going to come back around and talk about how we make money, how we can put ourselves in a position to make residual income. So with that being said, we're going to run the video real quick.
I got the horses in the back.
It's happening right now in millions of homes and businesses around the world. Someone is surfing the internet, posting a picture, cooking a meal, or turning on a light. Someone is sending a text message, watching TV, using a credit card, and someone is definitely making a phone call. Now, imagine an opportunity to earn income on these essential services people need and use every day through your very own online business. A business that pays you every time a customer pays a bill for these services that they're already using anyway. Imagine how different your life could be. These services represent the largest and fastest growing industries in the world, exceeding $1.75 trillion annually. And now you can be a part of it. How is this possible? Well, most service providers spend millions of dollars on traditional advertising to attract new customers and to try to keep the ones they already have. ACN instead works with people just like you, and the result is more choices for consumers and a remarkable business opportunity for you, offering people an alternative on the essential services they are using anyway. Founded in 1993, ACN has grown to 25 countries on 4 continents, with offices throughout North America, Europe, Latin America, Asia, and the Pacific. Our success has been profiled in Fortune Magazine, USA Today, The Wall Street Journal, U.S. Business Review, Direct Selling News, Success Magazine, and Success from Home Magazine. Inc. Magazine ranked ACN the 22nd fastest growing company in North America within our first 5 years in business. And today, ACN is the largest direct seller of telecommunications, energy, and essential services in the world. ACN continues to grow by providing choices on the essential services millions of consumers and businesses already use every single day. Services such as high-speed internet, phone service, wireless services, energy services such as natural gas, electricity, and solar, security and automation, satellite TV, and payment processing. Everyone uses at least one or more of these services. In fact, I'm sure you would agree, these are the services people simply won't live without. And even better, ACN has a program that allows you and your customers to get your essential services absolutely free. When you or your customers each simply refer 5 other people that sign up for that same select ACN service, your service or your customer service can be free. So what does all this mean for you? It means an opportunity for you to own your very own business with the total support of ACN behind you every step of the way. When you get started, ACN will provide, host, and maintain your very own personalized online storefront where you can direct people to go to shop for all their essential services. Think of it as your own online virtual business. One key component to ACN's winning business model is how you get paid. At ACN, you can earn residual income. Every time someone becomes a customer of these essential services through your personal storefront and pays for their monthly services, you get paid month after month, year after year, for as long as they remain on the ACN service. And every time you acquire a new customer or help an existing customer add a new service, or your customers refer other customers, you give yourself a raise. But that's just the beginning. Introduce others to ACN, show them how to get customers through their own personal storefront, and as their customers use ACN services, not only does their monthly residual income grow, so does yours. There is no limit to the number of customers you can acquire, and no limit to the number of people you can introduce to ACN. ACN's business is providing individuals like yourself with a business opportunity, offering services that people use every day. But our mission has always been to make a difference in people's lives. And at ACN, that starts with children. Today, over 17 million children in North America do not know where their next meal is coming from. So together, we're doing our part to help end childhood hunger right here at home. With ACN Project Feeding Kids, when someone becomes an ACN customer, a child gets fed. And when customers pay their select bills each month, another child gets fed. It doesn't get any simpler or more powerful than that. It's your life. How will you choose to spend it? Earning money on your terms, providing services people are already using, and feeding hungry children in the process. That's what ACN is all about, and you can be a part of it.
Guys, that's a little background on ACN. I'll give you a background on me. I've been with the company going on 17 years. My background is I used to sell cars, work a job, live paycheck to paycheck, and was invited over to a presentation. Obviously, this technology didn't exist. I went to a friend's mother's living room with my brother. I took a look at the video, and a couple things after the video that stood out is everything this company marketed, me and everybody I knew already used, like cell phone service and television service. So convinced me if people needed this stuff. Second thing I liked was something that I could do for myself, something I could do part-time. I could work around my schedule. I didn't have to quit my job, but I could make as much money as I wanted to make here. I could help as many people as I wanted to help. And number 3 is the company had a system like a franchise, meaning they were willing to take care of all the hard stuff or the stuff that I didn't know in business, like how to take care of a customer, how to do all the different things in businesses. They just gave me an opportunity to follow and a system to follow. And got started with the company real part-time. I attended a training and just started introducing people to this concept. And, our first month with the company, my brother and I were able to hit a position called executive team leader. We made about $2,100 that month, and we were just out of our minds excited about the future. And, you know, within 6 months, we were still working part-time, but we were able to hit a position called regional director. At that point, it allowed me to walk away from my job, go full-time with the company. And over the last 17 years, the company's grown, our team has grown. We've been able to live literally a dream lifestyle, not only working with great people, helping great people, but, you know, having residual income, having time and money together. Now, guys, this is why I'm so excited. And, you know, I'm on this presentation with you this evening is the company's launching a new service. We just launched a new service actually a couple weeks ago called ID Seal. It's ID theft protection. How many of you are familiar right now with ID theft or what's happening right now out there? You know, people getting their credit cards stolen and their social security stolen. And, you know, it's one of the fastest growing industries right now. And we're launching a company that's going to be able to go and you know, take care of all that and protect people long term. A couple statistics real quick is, you know, last year, actually in 2017, 58 million people here in the U.S. had their social security number stolen. So we're launching a service right now that is extremely needed out in the marketplace. And, you know, my job tonight is to show you how you can take advantage of it, how you can help people by helping yourself and helping yourself in the process. So with that being said, what ACN's looking for, what this company's looking for is they're looking for business partners. They're looking for people like us to help them expand their company. Now, would you agree, before you consider partnering with any company, you want to evaluate the company. If you look at ACN, these guys have been in business since 1993. They currently operate in 26 countries and 5 continents. They've done a revenue of over $4 billion in the last 5 years. And right now, today, the company has millions of customers already using their service. So if you look at the company, been in business for 26 years. They're in 26 countries. They've done $4 billion in the last 5 years, and they got millions of customers already. So can we all agree that the company's doing something right? It's a great business partner to have. Now here's who we market. This is what we market. Is we market services that everybody uses anyways. What we do is we show the consumer how to pay less for this, get a better value. And every month when that customer pays their bill, we'll get a percentage of what the customer spends for the life of the customer. Now, if you can see, we're in the wireless industry. We represent Verizon and Sprint, and we're one of the cheapest providers to that company. We do energy, gas, and electricity in about 18 states here in America. We have high-speed internet through a variety of companies. You know, television, we do DirecTV and Dish. Digital phone service, internet or payment processing, and ID theft protection. Now, can we all agree, us and everybody we know uses one or multiple of these services? See, this is what I loved about ACN is I didn't have to change a buying habit. I didn't have to convince somebody to do something that they already do. And I'm just saying, hey, doing it to us, you get a better value. You save some money and feed kids. Now, how does ACN do this? It's really simple. It's their business model. See, what we do is we take this service right from the company and take it right to the customer. So we bypass all any internet marketing or media advertising or mass mailing. See, and those 3 things right there take up a big chunk of the profits. But we do is we take the service right from ACN, get it right to the customer, and for doing that, we can do a couple things. One, we can give a customer the same quality service they're used to at a better price. Can we agree customers are happy? Number 2, ACN gets a piece. Number 3, they divvy out a piece to all of us, everybody that's taking a hand at bringing that customer to the table. Now, to partner up with ACN, there's a franchise fee. It's $499. Guys, when I saw that, I knew I was in the right meeting. How many of you know what I mean? Like, I knew I had $500, well, my credit card did, but I said, okay, what's my role and what's ACN's role? See, ACN was willing to do everything in business that I didn't know how to do. Like, number 1, take care of customers. Number 2, build the customers, do the accounting, make partnerships with these big businesses, have an online store that they host for me daily, they update it, they track all the customers, and they pay everybody. You know, the only thing that I've had to do in my whole career with ACN is 2 things. I showed either people how to make money with the business, or I showed them how to save money over the services. Now, how do we make money with the company? We make money a couple different ways. first way we make money is what's called personal residual income, meaning any customer you refer to ACN, when that customer pays their bill, the company will give you a percentage of what the customer spends for the life of the customer. Now, guys, when I looked at this, I knew nothing about the cell phone business, for instance. And, here's what I knew. I knew how to make a call, answer the call, and pay the bill. And how many of you are like me? But here's what I did is I attended a training. They showed me how to get customers. The training was about, an hour, 2 hours long. They showed me how to get customers. And at the end of the training, I just went to people I knew, and I saved them money over their services. Now, first customer is me, obviously. Here's what I saw. For instance, with my cell phone, I was still with Verizon. I still had my same phone, in my case, my same phone number, but I was paying a little less for this service. So can we agree at that point, it became a no-brainer. I went to make mom a customer, a grandmother, a couple friends, a couple coworkers, but think about what I did. I talked to these people one time. They saved the money over a service they were using anyways. I've never talked to them again about it, but what do they do month after month, year after year? They're going to pay that bill. Then you get a percentage of every dollar they spend month after month, year after year for doing something once. Now, here's the key, doing it once and getting paid over and over again for it. How many of you love that by concept? Now, you can go out and get as many customers as you want, but that's the first way we make money. The second way we make money, we'll see where it says overriding residual income. What this means is you can go out and introduce this concept to other people. And as they go out and refer customers to ACN, you can make a percentage of every dollar their customers spend. Now, there's no limit to the amount of people you can introduce this to. But here's what I did, is when I attended a training, I wrote a list of names of people like yourselves on the Zoom tonight that were entrepreneurial and business-minded. And all I did is I called them up and said, hey, do you look at other ways of making money? If they answered yes to that question, I invited them to my living room. I actually put about 22 people with my brother in our living room one time. We did exactly what was done here this evening, meaning we got up in front of the room, we said, guys, thanks for coming. We're 100% in. We played a DVD and we introduced a speaker and we sat down. How many of you can do what I've done? Now, here's what happened. The speaker naturally went through the presentation, and at the end of the meeting, there was a couple different opinions. There was people that wanted to become our customer. They said, look, we'd rather do business with you than somebody we don't know. So it was great. So we got some more customers, but there was 8 people that said, you know what? I like this business concept. I want to partner with you. And they got started with the company. Now, here's what all those 8 people had in common. They were already business owners. Meaning they understood the concept. They went out and they got a hand. They went out and went to training. They got a handful of customers, and it started to grow. Now, let me fast forward years later that those handful of people have brought in tens of thousands of independent business owners around the world that went out and got hundreds of thousands of customers. But here's the great thing. Whether I'm talking to you tonight, I'm riding a jet ski or swinging a golf club, can we agree those customers are going to still pay their bills? Now let's talk about the economy. Let's say the economy is good or the economy is bad. Can we agree even with a bad economy, we'll still pay these bills? But here's the great thing. It's not about me. It's not about you. See, if you understand this point, you get the business. Is think about the lady that introduced us. How do you think she's doing tonight? Why? Because she gets a piece of those customers too. But here's my point. Listening to this Zoom this evening, how many of you know people that might be better in business than you? How many of you know people that might be more influential in your community than you? Or just more go-getters? See, guys, all I did is I went to people and said, hey, do you look at other ways of making money? If they answered yes, I should put them in. I introduced them to this presentation. If they liked the concept, they went to training, and then as they went out and had success, their success became a percentage of my success. Now, in addition to that, there's upfront money. Watch how simple this is. See, it's very simple. You come into the business, we want to help you get a handful of customers. You get a handful of customers. How many of you know some people that like to probably save some money on these services? Great, you get a handful of customers, you hit the first position of CQ, customer qualified. ACN sends you a check of $100 right out of the gate just for doing that. Now, how many of you know some people that want to make some more money, make some extra money full time? You know, when that question was asked to me, I said, man, I know hundreds of people that want to make more money. Well, if you find 2 in your first 30 days of business, the company will give you a $400 bonus. Now, if you just find 1 more, 3 people in 30 days, 3 people that this makes sense to, that want to get ahead of a trend, those 3 people will total you a $1,000 bonus plus the $1,100 right up front, in addition to all the customers residually. Now, if you see where it says executive team leader, executive team leader, somebody's went out and developed a team. When you hit that position, every time somebody enters your business and gets a handful of customers, you'll get an $80 check. Guys, I was getting $80 checks after $80 checks after $80 checks of people that I didn't even know. Meaning I wasn't introducing them to the business. They came in through the organization. But every time they got a handful of customers, we got checks up front. On top of that, regional director. That means when you develop a team, and that team has brought in over 600 customers, when you hit that position, every time somebody enters your team, you're going to make $280 when they go out and get a handful of customers. That's 280 after 280 after 280. Now we have other positions like regional vice president. What does this mean? You get paid a higher residual over all your customers in your organization, anywhere from 1.5% up to 3% residual. Then senior vice president, which is the top position in the company, you'll get 3.5% residual at this position. Now, guys, I've been with the company 17 years and had massive success helping other people just do the same thing my brother and I did. But I'd like to hear from a couple people that are superstars within our company. First person I'd like to bring up, his name is Royal. He's a regional director out of the California marketplace. And this guy's a champion. Started with us part-time in New York. Moved to California. He's building one of the fastest growing businesses right now. And Royal, did you make it on the call tonight?
Yes, sir, Mr. Mazer, can you hear me okay?
Loud and clear, my friend.
Thank you so much, sir. Thank you for giving me a chance to be on this global rockstar call this evening. And good evening, guys. Just to introduce myself, my name is Roel Patterson. And prior to ACN, I had a profession in the IT industry. Did that for 15 years. Realized that I was building and working on somebody else's dream except my own. So I took a look at ACN a very short period of time ago. And in that period of time, my dad and I, we were so blessed to build an organization of over 300 business partners approaching 2,000 customers. And it's all due to the training and the phenomenal support that we get here with this amazing company. And guys, if you're taking a look at this for the first time, my only encouragement for you is to make sure you jump on the training call tonight, where you can really learn how to build this business from the comfort of your living room. So with that said, I want to turn the call over back to you, Mr. Michael Mazer. Thank you so much again for giving me the chance to talk.
Royal, first of all, congratulations. 300 representatives, 2,000 plus customers and growing. You're building one of the fastest growing organizations right now, and you're moving your way by helping people go regional vice president. So appreciate your time, and happy Easter, my friend.
Thank you so much, sir. Happy Easter to you.
Yeah, absolutely. Next person I'd like to bring up is a regional director also from the Dallas marketplace. His name's Michael Jeffries. Came into the business, got himself the regional director, helped somebody on his team hit regional director. A couple regional directors away from regional vice president. And Michael, do you get a chance to jump on tonight's Zoom?
Yeah, Mike, I did. Can you hear me?
Hey, I can hear you and see you. Call's all yours.
All right, thank you, Michael. Pleasure to get a chance to speak tonight. Just want to share with everybody a little background on myself. I'm 30 years in corporate America. My wife and I also own a real estate business, a rental business. And I saw the same video that everybody saw here tonight on this Zoom call just a short time ago. This made perfect sense, and I got started. And today we have almost 200 business partners and almost 1,300 customers. And quite honestly, it's all due to the training and support we get right here at ACN.
First of all, congratulations. not only on him as regional director, but helping somebody else as regional director. Still doing it part-time, building a massive organization, not only Texas, but all across the U.S. So congratulations, Mike. Appreciate you and your leadership.
Thank you, Mike. Appreciate it.
Happy Easter to you. And Harsh Patel is an individual that I want to bring up. Right now, there's 500,000 reps globally in ACN. He's a regional director, and he's number 2 in the company. So that means this month he's brought more reps and more customers in ACN, and he's number 2. He's building one of the fastest teams right now in ACN. And Harsh, did you make it on?
Yeah, I'm right here. Can you hear me?
Absolutely. Call's all yours.
Well, appreciate you and your leadership and, of course, and everything you do for us. But, guys, my name is Harsh Patel. I took a look at this 4 years ago, and I used to work at a bank, kind of living paycheck to paycheck. And Senior Vice President Patrick and Michael Mazer actually were I used to work at the bank. They were my customers, and I saw exactly what they made. I had to get on board. Literally got involved in the company 4 years ago, and it just made sense. And long story short, in those 4 years, my team's referred over 700 business partners, over 7,000 customers, and it wouldn't be without the training support of ACN.
700 business partners, 700 customers. You're currently number 2 in all of ACN. Harsh, for everybody that's listening, that's probably thinking, can I do this? Can I fit this in my schedule? Well, when I met you, you're working in a bank, you're going to medical school, you have family businesses, and when you took a look at this, you got started and went to a training, correct?
Correct.
Then you wrote a list of names and you put a meeting together in your living room. How many people did you put in your living room?
29 one time.
29. So put 29 people in your living room, and who spoke?
You did.
All right, so think about what Harsh did, everyone. Signed up in a business, attended a training, put 29 people in his living room, and introduced me. How many of you right now could do what Harsh has done? Now watch this. How many people got started that night, Harsh?
7 did that day.
7 got started. Those 7 people attended a training and did the same thing. In a short time, those 7 people have turned into over 700 people. And how many customers?
About 7,000.
About 7,000 customers all over the United States. He's building the fastest growing team, and congratulations for number 2 in the company, brother. Appreciate all you do. Guys, how many of you guys can do what Harsh did, or I did, or Mike Jeffries, or even Royal, meaning sign up into a business, attend a training. We're actually going to be doing a training tonight at 8 p.m. From 30 minutes from now, where we'll go over how you get customers, how you put a group of people together, and we'll come in and do a presentation for you, and then, introduce a speaker. Guys, this is the simplest thing. If that's the case, welcome to the team. You want to get yourself started. You want to get back with the person that put you on this Zoom tonight and get your questions answered. I looked at this 17 years ago. It just made sense on a basic level. And ACN didn't have what they have today. Today, with ID theft protection, we're positioning ourselves ahead of the fastest growing industry in history. I mean, they say by 2021, the ID theft industry will exceed the $1 trillion industry in 2021. It's going to be one of the fastest industries to $1 trillion because of right now everything that's happening out there in the world. Guys, Marriott, Equifax, Facebook, all these people have data breaches. They say that 158 million people in 2017 had their social out there on the internet. Guys, we get to help people, we get to change lives, and make money in the process. And, that's what I'm in for. If you like what you see, like I said, get back to the person and attend tonight's training at 8 p.m. Get yourself in a quiet location. We're going to go over really simply how you can do this. So with that being said, I appreciate everybody's time. Happy Easter to everybody. And I'll see you on tonight's training call at 8 p.m. That concludes the presentation tonight. Thank you. God bless. Good evening.